You guys see there at the top of the screen, that's actually the large job we just completed on our own property. These few patches of trees you see here in the screen is actually on the neighbor's property. The neighbor just so happens to be the same guy that rents our farm. He said, you guys did such an awesome job down there. What's the chances of jumping across the property line and getting these 5 acres of trees cleared out for us? As you will see, we kind of get our back up against the wall with the weather and a few other obstacles, but I told him we'd give it our best go. So let's hit the ground and get started and see what happens. Alright guys, like I said, this is not our property, this is actually the neighbor's property. But this was all logged and clear cut at the same time. The same time we had our property logged and clear cut, they had this property logged and clear cut as well. Which time gets away from me, but I want to say that was about 7 or 8 years ago. And a lot of these trees you guys see standing in here now are all going to be basically stump sprouts. I think there's a stump pretty much everywhere you see a tree for the most part. So I'm going to try to go down through here and break all this stuff off because we can burn this. Which ironically right now in the middle of December we got a burn ban here, which is crazy because it's so dry. And I think that's going to change at any given time. And then we'll come back and dig the stumps out. Eventually the stumps are probably going to end up getting hauled off into a hole or disposed up somewhere else. They're a little harder to burn, so I'm not 100% for sure what my system's going to be going down through here, but we're going to figure something out. Jerry's over there putting the last few finishing touches on our stuff. As soon as he gets done, he's going to come down here and give me a hand. I don't know. He might be able to get some of this out here with the dozer as well. We're just going to have to kind of go at it a little at a time and kind of figure out what works. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun, folks. For you guys that don't know, I'll give you a good example of what a stump sprout is. This here was obviously a bigger tree. The stump is kind of rotting in the middle, but you can see all the spurs coming up off of it. It's a little bit aggravating as you go to grab it thinking it's just gonna pop right out of there, and then it's a lot more of a fight than what you anticipate. But you guys can see if you look down through here, almost all these, anywhere you see a group, about 3 or 4 of them grouped together, is pretty much what it is. This would have been a whole lot easier to tackle before it got all grown up like it is, but it kind of is what it is now. So far it's going pretty good. About 15 minutes in, made some decent little progress here. I kind of enjoy this a little bit better than playing in the mud over on that ditch on the other side. So let's keep going, see what we get. last 2 hours or so. Got a pretty good ways down through there. Sorry I haven't recorded more. It's just been a hectic, crazy morning trying to get stuff done. But Jerry has got none on our side of the ditch. He come over to give us a hand. I kind of got these piles laid up there to where he should be able to back up. Getting ready to find out. Should be able to back up with a dozer and grab them, carry them over there. We're basically going to make one big pile as soon as the burn ban's lifted. Hopefully we can get that lit on fire. So the challenge with this is going to be there's just not near as much topsoil over here as what there is back there on us. So we're going to have to save what we can, what we can save. Excuse me. What we can save is probably going to be full of roots. So it's going to be a little bit more of a cleanup. Jerry's trying to roll those piles. Every time he gets that pile around, it just knocks that much more dirt and stuff out of there, which should improve our odds of getting it burnt. That's gonna end up being one. If all the brush ends up going to that pile, that's gonna end up being one massive brush pile before it's all over. So I'm gonna hop back on the excavator real quick before I get too far ahead of ourselves going down that way. We kind of got this little pocket right here. We're gonna need a spot to go with some trash, some just nasty stuff we can't burn. Basically, we're just gonna need to bury it, which is kind of that loose debris laid up on top. So I'm actually gonna dig out a little bit of a hole right here while I'm here. I'll give Jerry a place to push all that stuff to later and make some of it disappear. So let's get after it. Not gonna get too carried away here. Save what topsoil we can. We'll just make a pile right over here and we can cover it up later. But like I was trying to explain, Jerry's gonna come across there and kind of skim that top. He's gonna generate some garbage. It's always nice to have a place to go with it. The other option is we can haul it off if we need to, but we can punch a hole in the ground right here. Generate some topsoil, which we're probably gonna need later. Make some of that disappear right here close. It's kind of a win-win type deal, so. Well, it'll take us a few seconds here to knock out a hole. We'll let Jerry fill it back up. You guys see Jerry up there. Let's see if he tries to roll that pile up on top. That man can stack brush higher than anybody I know with a dozer. He's got a stick on top of the blade he don't like here. He's trying to work off. Them done GPS mounts on the corner, they are notorious for catching stuff. There, he's got it. Getting her up there, bud. All right, I got this hole punched out here real quick. We're gonna let Jerry kind of skim all this out, kind of get it cleaned up behind us, healed up a little bit. I'm gonna grab me some lunch, then we'll come back, and I think we're gonna tag team on trying to get some more brush cleared. So it's going.
good. Then we just keep the clean stuff in there.
I think I'm gonna get that bottom section cleaned out, then I'll come back and dig another hole. Jerry is well on his way to the pile. That other load of brush, he's pretty much caught up with me here. What he was saying, if you guys heard him, is we got another little area right here where we got a little offset or a little drop down, which should provide us another opportunity to kind of bury some of that trash. Jerry said that worked really well over there where he was at. So, but before we do that, we gotta get all the trees off of it. Now, I hate to jinx it, but for the most part, it's going pretty well. I got a feeling before it's all over with, Jerry's gonna get antsy and start taking out trees himself. It'll be interesting to see how that goes. Another pile of brush heading out. Just about got this lower, whoop, easy now. Just about got this lower bowl done. Got about 30 more saplings. I have spotted one big stump up there though. That one looks like fun. All right, got all the trees, cleared out this section. I'm gonna dig Jerry another hole here. I know it's hard for you guys to see, but right there on the back side where I just dumped that dirt is that ditch. And there's a little bit of a ridge, about a 4 foot tall ridge. Let's spin this way you guys can see it better. See how this lays flat? And then it goes up right there and then drops over to the ditch. What that's from is about 20 years ago when they cleaned that ditch out. They started all the way down the river, come across our property. At that time, we didn't own that property. The same person owned this property. They just bailed all this dirt up on the side here, and then they come through with a dozer later and leveled it all out. And even though it was a net gain for all the property up through here, it did kind of flood spots. Like this spot I'm in right now usually holds water, so Pretty fortunate it's dry right now. We get a chance to get this fixed, kind of finish what they started 20 years ago. It's just, I think, it was before my time, but I think about 3 property owners went in together to kind of improve all their properties. And like I said, overall it was a net gain, but it did have some negative consequences like flooding out right here. So we're gonna dig another hole right here at the base of this thing, which will give Jerry a place to kind of hide that trash again, which works out really well. And then we'll keep on going. Keep on going, stripping trees. It should go, this area right through here was the widest area, so I'm hoping we can pick up some speed, gain some distance here pretty quick. I don't know if we're gonna make it or not. I'd love to have this side of the ditch cleared out by the end of the day. It's gonna be close. At least we found some good topsoil here. We didn't have much of a good topsoil down there on the other side. Let me get Jerry a hole punched out here, and we'll keep on going. I guess I still gotta get that big stump out up there at some point. Maybe if I pretend like it's not there, Jerry will get it out for me. Oh, come on, there's stuff out there. Stumps everywhere. I will say, man, this 210, Hyundai 210 will work for our thumb. The cat's meow for this stuff right here. It's got the power, the reach, the grip. Works awesome. Let's go ahead and leave that trash down in the hole. Oh man, I thought Jerry was gonna get our stump for us. He's not wasting any time though, he's already put trash in our hole. Oh, he is gonna get our stuff. Oh. Come on, baby. Oh, don't give up on it yet, Jerry. I seen it move, I promise. See if we can loosen it up a little bit for him. Let's get a better hit on it. Come on, baby, pop. Oh, it was, Steve. I can feel that whole thing moving. It's gonna be one of those. Maybe third time's a charm. Come on, Stump. I had a feeling this was gonna be a booger. I can get it moving a little bit with the excavator here. I'm hoping Jerry gets a good hit on it with the dozer blade here. Maybe it'll pop. she's going. Come on, baby. Oh yeah, there we go. Still stuck in the ground. Well, that thing is not one to come up without a fight. Come on, baby. I'm glad there's not a whole lot more like this one down there. Holy cow! Don't help that I'm in a pretty awkward position here, but holy cow, you guys see the root wad on that thing? Come on, baby. That is a massive stump. We're gonna let Jerry deal with this one. He's gonna push it somewhere. But victory, we got it. Just about got Jerry a second little pit carved out here. It's obviously nothing special. He's already filled in from the other end. This is the stuff we're putting in there. It's just kind of this debris and root structure and random stuff that's kind of laid on top of the ground. It makes it almost impossible to finish into a nice field when we're all said and done. And right now it's pushing up really nice because it's dry, so got another good spot here to kind of hide it. Won't cause any issues whatsoever. Should work out pretty doggone good. We'll finish digging this out, get out of Jerry's way, and we're going to swing back around and start piling up trees. Icky stuff. Making progress. Another pile of brush heading to the pile. Well guys, we're gonna be close, but we're not quite gonna make it. That tree right there is what we were hoping to get to, and that's a pretty narrow, thin strip. I thought I was gonna go a little bit faster, but there's a lot of bigger stumps in there that kind of slowed me down, and I got sidetracked down here on the ditch pulling all these willows out. But it's getting dark, and this brush is dangerous enough in the daylight, so Jerry's gonna get this last little pile pushed up to the big pile, and then we're probably gonna call it for the evening. If the rain holds off, I'll probably try to come down here tomorrow, get this last little section knocked out, and get you guys a drone shot of what it looks like after we're done. But I didn't get started on this until almost 10:30. It's December, so it's 4:30 and it's dark, so do the math on how many hours we ran, but Garrett's estimate this is about 2.5 acres, so I'm extremely pleased with our progress. And I'm glad we beat what rain we did. The weather is gonna change. It's gonna be a muddy mess here at some point. So the more we can get done now, the better off we're gonna be. Jerry, you got that one all crossed up there. I'm sure somehow he's gonna blame that on me. I had them all laid the right way, I promise. He'll get her going the right way. Every time we do one of these jobs, you guys always comment that we need a root rake. And Jerry and I, neither one, are very big fans of a root rake, but this job right now, today, with these conditions, would be an ideal scenario to try one out. I almost wish I had one for the small little mini-tard over there to give it a try, but it's not very often we get these conditions doing this stuff. I know it's hard to tell scale on camera, but I bet you Jerry's got that brush pile close to 30 feet tall. He's probably got it close to as high as what I could get it with a 210. That's gonna make for one hot fire one of these days. Alright guys, that's going to be a wrap for tonight. Hopefully this weather holds off this evening. Get back down here at least to get this side of the ditch knocked out. But man, oh man, that's a big difference for today. Alright, good morning guys. I actually worked down here for several hours last night in the dark and managed to make my way all the way down through here, at least on this side. But unfortunately last night, we did get the rain. They advertised, we actually got about 1.5 inches, which is hard to complain. We kind of needed the rain. We were kind of dry for the fall. But I didn't quite feel comfortable taking down this last tree last night in the dark. I don't know why, but this one tree right here, they clear cut this whole section down through here 6, 7, 8 years ago, and they left this one tree. There's a bunch of other trees down through here that are leaning out over the road. This one here is not really leaning out that bad, but they left this one tree. It's been bugging everybody for years, so we're gonna try to get this one down. Like I said, I didn't quite feel comfortable taking it down last night in the dark because it kind of hangs out over the road a little bit, kind of hangs out over the power line a little bit, and it's not in the best shape. So let's see if we can get it down, and then we're gonna call this one a wrap. tree is definitely pretty rotten. So pretty much missed the highway. Got a few small limbs out there, nothing major. I'm gonna kick those off there real quick before somebody comes through. At least the whole thing's not laying out in the highway. At least we didn't take down the power line on the other side. So pretty happy with the way this went. Wish the rain would have held off just a little bit longer, but just kind of the cards were dealt this time of year. Like I said, guys, that's going to be a wrap on this one. Was actually down here on a Sunday trying to get some of these loose ends tied up. Had about an hour to kill, so jumped across the ditch to get what I could here accomplished before the rain sets in. And as you guys can probably tell from my voice and my sniffles, was not feeling the best, so I apologize I didn't get more video than just this time lapse. But you guys are definitely going to want to stay tuned for the rest of this project. We end up with one massive fire, hauling some brush in the mud. The old 850B possibly comes out of retirement. It turns into a chaotic scramble to get this one completed. So hopefully you guys stay tuned for that. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a big old thumbs up. Want to make sure you don't miss out on what's coming up next, and you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. We do greatly appreciate that. That way we can catch you guys on the next one. Later.